Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. Yeah, I'm a little bit late. Little bit late today, and I lost my voice once again. Seems like on all my trips I lose my voice. But regardless, I am here. It's better late than never because there's only 14 days until this happens. I have to talk about what that is, and it's looking pretty fantastic today on this Friday morning. So let's talk about that as well and everything else that's going on this day. And there are a lot of things to talk about. Yes, a lot of things to talk about. So let's get started. First of all, just look at where we are. We are 61.9, about to break 62. And yesterday, we definitely did have a giant shakeout. That's right. For no apparent reason, no apparent reason at all, we fell down midday after my stream to about 58.8. You know how I've been saying that, yeah, there's definitely something going on. There are some people or whales or groups that are trying to kick out retail. They're trying to liquidate people. They're trying to shake out the weak hands before a big move is on the rise. I said that yesterday in my stream. And it seemed like they were listening or something, but it accelerated yesterday. Like for no apparent reason, it just happened. And all of a sudden, look at what happened. We have a V-shaped recovery. Not only that, we are going higher today, right? And it was just weird. Like, really, there was no reason at all for it yesterday. Zero reasons for that to happen. Now, today, the US market is doing absolutely fantastic. Plus 300 points, so that's good. Was there, I mean, is there any reason for today's rise? Not really. PPI inflation showed inflation actually ticking upwards. Wholesale prices flat, below expectation, so not really anything that great. Tesla is tanking because they revealed their robo taxi and it was not good. But you know what's not tanking? MicroStrategy. Look at freaking MicroStrategy today, up about 12%. 12%. They're a $41 billion company now, 52-week high. They have broken and shattered through their March high. That would be equivalent of Bitcoin breaking through 73,000 and now being at like 75, 76,000. So this is a precursor of what's to come. This is showing that Bitcoin is about to do the same thing soon. MicroStrategy is kind of like showing what's about to come. They are leading the way. And Michael Saylor, I got a lot to say about Michael Saylor in a little bit. Okay. This is absolutely amazing. And I've been telling you guys, some people have been asking about should I buy mining stocks or MicroStrategy? I mean, you just go with MicroStrategy. They have the winning formula that everyone is copying right now. It's just quite amazing right now. Okay. Now, outside of that, what happened yesterday? That big sudden drop to drive people out? Yeah, it was nasty. Real nasty. Long liquidations hit almost 300 million, the largest amount of liquidations since June of 2022. It seemed like that may have been the final shakeout. Okay. So we had a lot of dips in September and prior months where we dipped even lower, but it seemed like that was the final straw. So we may be ready. Looking at what MicroStrategy just did, and considering we're still in October, that may be it. This may be finally the time when we start really getting into rally mode, starting that parabolic rise upwards. This could be it. 21,000 Bitcoin sold at a loss because of that dip. That really could be the final shakeout. Now, something else that also makes sense is, while the retail investors while the weak hands were being shaken out, you know what the whales were doing? They were buying. They were buying $1.5 million. No, 1.5 million Bitcoin, excuse me. Oh, look at that. Bitcoin is still going upwards. 1.5 million Bitcoins were bought over the last 6 months, right? So while Bitcoin has been suppressed, has been going sideways, have not been moving, and has been manipulated, guess who has been loading up? All the big boys. The ones that you don't see, the ones that are behind the scenes. Look at that sudden spike, right? On the right side, look at that. The big spike. I know I talk about this all the time, but like, I need to get it through your heads that this is exactly what's happening. The big players are loading up. They're not panicking. They are quite happy where Bitcoin is, while everyone else in the space is complaining and looking at the price every day and wondering why it's not going up, right? And being driven out while these big players continue to load up and load up and load up, and they're getting ready for the real run that's about to happen. That's honestly what's going on. I mean, just the whale accumulation is insane. The new whale accumulation is even more insane. And we know that from the ETFs that cover all the time, right? It's really that simple. And MicroStrategy up almost 12, 13% today. You know, Michael Saylor's eyeing $1 trillion evaluation. That's his end game. And he may get it. I mean, his company's only worth $40 billion. But considering Bitcoin's is going to keep on going up and up and up and up, why not? Why not? If Bitcoin one day becomes $1 million, $5 million, $10 million, his holdings will be in the trillions. Then why wouldn't MicroStrategy be worth $1 trillion, right? Michael Saylor says their Bitcoin strategy is infinitely scalable. I don't have any problem seeing how we could raise 100 billion more capital and then 200 billion after that. He's right. Since their market cap keeps going up, it makes it easier for him to raise more money every single time. Like, he has an infinite strategy, basically. He has figured it out. As long as Bitcoin keeps going up, his market cap of his company keeps going up, and it just keeps on going. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. Like, it's really that simple. It really is. So, I mean, he has it figured out. Like, Michael Saylor has a strategy, an infinite money strategy figured it out, right? It's really it's really awesome. It's really awesome. Now, it's not just him, obviously, but his buying, his DCAing, obviously, um, not perfect, but it doesn't matter. He just DCAs whenever he wants to. He doesn't time top, doesn't time bottom. He just buys whenever, and it has worked out. And others have followed, like Metaplanet just announced another big buy, 1 billion Japanese yen, which equates about $7 million, which a lot of people make fun of. But you know what? Now they have DCA'd so much, it's worth $46 million. Who can complain about $46 million of the Bitcoin now? And that $46 million soon will turn into $100 million. And soon will turn to $100 billion one day, right? Like, it's really adding up. All these buys for Metaplanet is adding up. Same thing with, President Bukele of El Salvador, which has now added up to $350 million. All these, all these countries, companies, they are DCAing, and it's really having effect. And it's the same thing for retail investors. If you DCA over time, that's how you become a whole coiner, how you become you know, a 2 coiner, 3 coiner, 10 coiner, 100 coiner. It's the same strategy. DCA, DCA, and DCA. Now, what about those 14 days, right? 14 days until what? That's what I have in the title. Well, this is where I pulled it from. 285 days have passed in 2024. There's no Bitcoin bull market within the next 14 days. Well, if there's no bull market within the next 14 days, this will mark the longest sideways in the halving year in history. So that means in the next 14 days, if the odds are in our favor, the bull market will start. Okay. In all previous cycles, we have never had a bull cycle start later than within the next 14 days. So maybe today it did start already. We're having a pretty good day. We're having a pretty good day. Maybe yesterday was the last day with the 300 million, liquidation and the sudden rise today. MicroStrategy blowing up. Maybe today is the day. We don't have to wait 14 more days. Okay? But I've been saying October is not over. Even if we had to wait until the last week or the last day, October is not over until we're in November. That's the honest truth, right? Things can change really, really quickly. We could still end the month at 80K. I have no doubt of that. We could still end the month at 80K Bitcoin. Look at what MicroStrategy has done. It already surpassed its March high. There's zero reasons why Bitcoin can't do the same thing. Just wait. Just wait. Yesterday, I covered this, the bear trap, right? I truly believe we may be in that. And once we get out of it, that's when it's going to be absolutely glorious. Glorious. All right. Now, outside of Bitcoin, there are actually a lot of things going on. I am permissionless, and a lot of things have been announced today. A lot of different things. Stripe, which is a big processing vendor in the U.S. and around the world, they reintegrate crypto payments in the U.S. That's actually pretty big. So there are thousands, tens of thousands of merchants now in the U.S. that can now support USDC, USDP. I don't even know USDP. I guess that's PayPal's. I've never heard of anyone using PayPal's stablecoin on Ethereum, Solana, Polygon. That opens up crypto payments for, again, a lot of merchants in the US. That's always a good thing. Yeah, that's a win. Robinhood in the EU lists Solana-based Render. That's a big win. Render is a deep in AI project, very popular. I do like them, and a lot of people do like Robinhood, so that's a good thing. They'll give them a big boost. That definitely will. All right, so that's a good thing. What else is there? The gaming giant Ubisoft, they will be releasing their first blockchain game called Champions Tactic. Okay, that will be coming out on October 23rd. Ubisoft is, obviously a huge game maker, and they are definitely getting involved with crypto. So that's pretty big. Okay, so that's pretty good. There is another giant gaming AI company called CARV. They are coming out with their native token on major exchanges today. I looked them up. They have like over 900 games already that they're working with. It's a data layer project. So they're pretty big. But on top of that, one huge announcement also relates to a project that I'm related with, and that's Karate Combat. Not only do we have KC50 today and IFC5, which I'm really excited about for tonight, but they also announced something big too. They're coming out with their own layer 2 on Hedera called Up. They will have their own Up chain, a layer 2 blockchain, and they're coming out with their software licensing platform, okay, they will be releasing next year. So with that, Crowdy token holders will earn, wait, hold on. Partners on Up can clone and customize and launch KC's native mobile apps with no licensing fee. The Up token is expected to launch in 2025. So basically, the Crowdy's Up only gaming app can be used for variety of other like leagues, and that's quite exciting. Look at this one, this picture right here. That is an IFC picture right there between Tech Hustler and Tactical Investing, and that was during Austin, Texas, and IFC 2. So yeah, so that's something else that Karate Combat is coming out with too. That I'm sure there'll be more details being released later on. All right. Yeah, so you can see a lot of good stuff today. And the market's doing well overall. Very, very nice. Very nice indeed. All right. Let's do some Q&A. I got to read the comments from my phone again. And I'm going to try not to talk so much because I've lost my voice again. um Yes, Lane, George, do you think the market is waiting for a new president before it takes off? No, I don't think that has anything to do with it. Lord Balthazar, looking forward to feeling dirty in the coming months. I think it's going to happen. You just have to wait. People just have to be patient. That's really what it comes down to. What do you think of the Tesla Robo Taxi event? You know what? I did not watch it, but what I do know is investors hate it because Tesla is down 8% right now after the reveal. I mean, here's the reality, okay? Those of us that have Teslas, we already have FSD. And FSD, as good as it isn't perfect. And robotaxis are using the same technology as FSD. So if FSD isn't perfect, then how can robotaxis be perfect? It can't be. So it can't possibly be that good. So no wonder, I mean, I didn't watch the event, but I'm assuming it can't be that good if FSD isn't perfected. So Tesla's tanking because of it. Um, do you think MicroStrategy will have major corrections before 2025? No, I mean, not really. I mean, they had days like yesterday where they didn't move. So it's not like they go up every single day. Do you think Polygon has potential for a next bull run? I mean, I think they'll climb back up to the previous high, I think, but doesn't mean that they're going to go up I don't know if they're going to have such a tremendous run versus like their previous, like 2021. I don't know if they're going to have such a good. I mean, there's just so much competition this time around. Are you going to Park City while you're there? The leaves are beautiful. I've been in Park City before when it was in winter. It's not a bad idea to drive there, I guess. I mean, I guess I have the whole day. I don't know if I would just drive there now. I don't know how far it is from here, from the city, but permissionless, I gotta say, yesterday was quite dead, and today I have a feeling it's gonna be more dead. So I don't actually know. Coinbase having a spectacular day today too, up 6%, although they're still quite high from their quite far from their previous high. But I'll take it, 6% today too. FET is also having good recovery day, up 7% today. That's fantastic. Some of the memes are doing quite well. Sui's having a good recovery day at 11%. WIF is at 9% today. It's good overall to have a good recovery day. But yesterday could be that one last fake out. Do you think Bull Run will not be as good as previous due to so many coins around? No. Every single cycle, people say the same thing. Last cycle, 2021, people said the same thing. Do you think, oh, it's not going to be as good because there's so many coins? No. The good ones will always take off. Why are you so bullish on Sol? Give me the reasons. Jose, I've said that so many times. Just pay attention. All the great projects are on Sol. All the great memes on Sol. It's really quite simple. When do you think altcoin season will start? Um, no, probably like, toward the end of 2025. It'll probably start before that. I mean, you'll see altcoins go up, but like true altcoin season will be the end of the cycle. Kevin, when you were in Singapore, you tried a Toyota Alphard. That car is considered a luxury car in Indonesia, which in fact can be considered a luxury van. It is a luxury van. It was quite nice. I was chauffeured in that during Singapore. I would not mind having that in the US too, but in the US, everyone hates minivans. Has such a bad rep, but like it was a nice car. It was a nice car. A funny thing in the US is none of the wives or the moms want to drive a minivan. So it's all the dads that actually drive the minivans. That's also the problem too, is all the soccer moms want to drive the big SUVs. So that also hurts the minivan sales. What are your thoughts on Coinbase as a company? Well, they're one of the biggest changes in the US, so obviously they're fine. I don't know what else to say about them. Minivans are just like so convenient, easy to get in and out, and they're really big and yeah, very practical, easy to drive, great visibility. Um, but manufacturers purposely don't put all-wheel drive on there, and you know, now they have all-wheel drive minivans, but you could make them a lot better if they wanted to, but the market just isn't there for them. Even though permission is dead, has it made you more bullish on Ethereum? No, zero. Most of the good projects here are not even Ethereum. Uh, I heard XRP's David Swartz is here, but I didn't see him. Um, I got very close um with the CEO of Metis, Tom, great guy. So I think Metis is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I guess they're tight with Ethereum, um, but yeah. Outside of that, I met Illuvium's CEO or founder, Kieran, who happens to be the brother of Kane, who's going to be fighting tonight. Um, cool guy, but outside of that, hasn't made me more bullish on Ethereum at all. What are your thoughts on Mercedes GLE Coupe, AMG S, Black 10S? Um, those are like Mercedes Coupe SUVs. I think they look weird. The GLE Coupe, it's like I think that's like the X6 competitor. I think, I take that back. I think that one looks okay. This is like very big. I think that one looks good. The AMG one, I take it back. I think now that I'm thinking about, it, I think that one looks good. That looks good, man. I would drive that around. I'm not gonna check out Pico Moon. That just sounds stupid. Is Manta a good project? Sure. I don't know too much about it, but I've heard it before. 'It's not getting listed on Binance. I saw it's up 70%. I don't know. I don't know why you would ask that. 718 Cayman GTS 4 or base 911. I personally would much rather get 911. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna go grab some breakfast. I'm still trying to recover from last night. So overall, it's a pretty good day. Pretty darn good day. Yesterday was not so good. We're recovering from that. And you know what? Yesterday could be the end of all that suppression and manipulation and all the shakeouts that we've been complaining about, right? So we'll see. It's early, but today's off to a good Friday. We have the weekend to look forward to, and we'll see. And MicroStrategy is absolutely killing it, and they are leading the way today. So smash up the like, subscribe to the channel. Have a good one, guys, and I'm going to check out Permissionless, and make sure you tune in tonight for the next IFC fight. We were originally going to have 5 fights, but the commission took 2 fights away from us, so we're only going to have 3. But it will be streamed. I'm going to do something differently. So not only will it be streamed on Karate's socials, but it's going to be streamed on my X too. So make sure you watch it. It's going to be on my CryptosRUs X. It'll be on the Influencer Fight Club X. It'll also be on influencerfightclub.com. So you'll be able to watch it and on YouTube, on Alpha First's YouTube. So, I mean, there'll be a lot of places you can watch it. All right. Make sure you watch that tonight. Take care, guys.